What's up, Vonda? How you doing, Queen? And we are done. I'm exhausted, Vonda. Long ass day. How was your day? Oh, you just got off work. Dang. Um, yeah, keep forgetting you're on the West Coast. I'm good. Just got home from track practice. It was a it was a pretty intense one. We had to run 10 200s out in the cold. So I'm exhausted. And I've been off YouTube for a while. Just been watching a whole lot of documentaries. Oh yeah, were you like, were you long distance or short distance? Yeah, cause for me, I'm not long, I'm not a distance runner. Period. I'm a straight up short sprinter, short distance. 800 meters, I can't do it. Nope. I run the 100 and the 60 and the 200, but and the 200, but but the 200, I'm not really the best at the 200 though. Cause usually when I run the 200, I run it fast at the beginning, and then as soon as I get to the straightaway, you know, I end up cramping up. So I gotta practice on my 200. Cause I can run the 200, but it's like I'm a lot better at running, you know, straight line speed, like. Cause I know I'm fast as heck, but like it's difficult. Like I guess it isn't practice my footwork. That's all. My footwork has never been the best. Yeah, damn right I got wings. The coach thought you looked fast. And plus today I didn't have my running shoes. My running shoes got messed up. The I'm wearing New Balances. The right New Balance shoe they got. torn apart. Like there's a big ass hole that got torn on the right side of the shoe. So I've been practicing the whole time with a hole in my shoe. So today I had to run. I had to run in my Kevin Durant shoes, and they're mid tops. They're like just a little bit past my ankle. But yeah, it was a good workout though. I feel like I could have done better if I had running shoes though, but it was a good workout. But yeah, so all the documentaries that I've watched in these past months are the one about James Brown. Oh yeah, New Balance also, yeah. So the one that I watched, it was back in September. It was about James Brown. Another, and I also watched another one. It was about Nina Simone. I love the one about Nina Simone and James Brown. Those were some those two documentaries were awesome. I watched the one on Bob Marley earlier this year. I was pissed. The hell is one of my subscriptions? No, not subscriptions. Anyways, and another one was I watched the one on Jam Master Jay a month ago, and I watched the documentary on Sam Cooke not too long ago, and also during the summer I watched a documentary about Winnie Mandela. I love that one. It's on Netflix, Vonda. It's called Remastered. It's called Remastered. Who Shot the Sheriff? Bob Marley. And I also watched I also watched the movie about Bob Marley a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, you'll love it, Vonda. You will love it. And of course, like as you can say, 2 years ago, I watched the one about the Black Panthers, and I've watched that twice now. Yeah, yeah, right, Vonda. I saw that. It was a white. I think he was from Germany. Yeah, he confessed that he's the one that killed Bob Marley. He gave him like a pair of Converse that were like contaminated with some type of cancer that made him sick, and he confessed on his deathbed. Yeah, and Willie D posted a video about that about a year ago. But yeah, man, I was mad at the end of that. I was mad. What else did I watch? Oh, Yeah, with a nail that was contaminated with cancer, it stuck him in the foot. Yep. But in the movie, they said that, oh, well, somebody stepped, well, while he was playing soccer, I mean, um, somebody stepped on it. Somebody stepped on his foot and on his big toe. Nah, that's another story. That's but the one, what you said is true. I'm got it all mixed up. But yep, that's how it happened. It wasn't from smoking weed, like when they were like I want to say. Like they killed him. I also watched a documentary about I did talk about the one about Sam Cooke. I was mad at the end of the Sam Cooke one. The Sam Cooke was such a deep. Um, he was a passionate brother, man. He was very influential. Why did they kill Sam Cooke? Honestly, I don't know. I read up about him about 2 3 years ago. I think when I was a freshman, I was angry as heck after reading the article about him. Like, yeah, it was. I know he was sleeping with this Caucasoid prostitute, and then, or I guess he was about to have an affair with her or whatever after coming home from his club in L.A. and then they went to this hotel. Oh, Bob Marley. Well, I would say because of what he stood for. You know, he was a revolutionary, and that's why a lot of people compare him to Tupac. The same reason why was killed, probably the same reason why Bob Marley was killed. And he was still a peaceful um, he was still a peaceful bro, but they still just I don't even know what to say, man. Hey, Princess Dee Dee, how you doing? It's a lot. I mean, yeah. I mean, Bob Marley, he loved the people, even though he was biracial. We all know that. You got your hair done? That's what's up. Even though he was biracial, he loved his people, man. He's one of the only ones I'll give a pass because he was a very deep and very um conscious. He loved his people dearly, and he wanted to see us unite and rise up, and that's why they killed him. Now I know there's gonna be some people that are gonna tell me, "Oh, you just trying to tell your own, give your own little opinion about Bob Marley." Well, if you actually listen to add all of his albums, including his survival including his uprising album, you will know how just how revolutionary he was. Pretty much, I mean, not just those albums, all of his albums. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I watched the Sam Cooke documentary last weekend. Yep, they kill anybody that has a voice and influence to unite our people. Exactly, exactly. That's why Sam Cooke was killed. That's why Pac was killed and Biggie, and even though their styles slightly different, but yeah, they kill anybody that wants to liberate or unite our people. I also watched the one on Jimi Hendrix, and that was pretty much him telling his own story. All the way up to his death. Well, it was like a little docu movie or something. It's on Netflix also. Jimi Hendrix. But yeah, basically him telling his own story, and it's voiced by Bootsy Collins, and I love Bootsy Collins too. Exactly. Right. You know what? I'm just gonna talk about the documentaries that I watched on um, black musicians. You know, all our famous musicians. We gonna talk about all the. We're gonna talk about the history, our issues that we have as black people. We gonna talk about. I'll talk about those documentaries like probably tomorrow. But tonight we just gonna talk about the musicians, cause the musicians, the documentaries that I watched on our musicians really changed my spirit. I feel like I'm a lot more mature as a man after watching those documentaries, especially the Sam Cooke one. Not only that, but like all the ones I watched. Um, I don't know if I would put it like that, but like in the documentary, he was like, well, since Jimi Hendrix is dead, um, we all know how he was killed. Bootsy Collins was chosen to like, I guess, do his voiceover. Like he was, um, yeah, he was doing his voiceover. He was playing. He did the voice of Jimi Hendrix in that documentary. But in all the little clips that they showed of, but they also showed a lot of clips of Jimi Hendrix himself speaking. So it was basically him telling his own story and his life and his career and all the spiritual experiences he had. Voodoo Child. Another one that I really enjoyed was the one about Gil Scott Heron. Gil Scott Heron. Um, Black Wax. That was fire, man. Gil Scott Heron was a genius. He was a genius, and I feel like he's very underappreciated. Cause like he's one of the greatest musicians, one of the greatest poets ever. The brother was just a genius, man. Washington D.C. in the nation's capital. Washington D.C. in the nation's capital. In the nation's capital. In the nation's capital. Washington D.C. Washington D.C. In the nation's capital. Washington D.C. 10:34. Another one that I watched was oh yeah, the Lee Morgan one. The Lee Morgan one is one of the most amazing documentaries I've ever watched. Yep, Lee Morgan, the jazz musician. Yeah, it's a documentary called "I Called Him Morgan" on how his wife Helen killed him accidentally at that club in Harlem, I believe, in the winter of it was in the winter of 72, 73, or maybe 74. Yeah, the story was fantastic. I mean, and that sister, the sister that killed him, who was his wife, she was the when he was hooked when he became a cocaine addict, or no, not a cocaine addict, a heroin addict. She got him cleaned up and she took him out of a dark place. She took him out of what?
Math benchmark Friday, but you want to tell you something?
What?
My teacher's been going for like Monday and today. And it feels like it should be postponed because Monday we did a review game. That probably, and yeah. And today we didn't do anything. All we did was just a packet that we were supposed to do last time that I finished up in class.
A packet?
Yeah, I finished up the packet in today.
For real?
Yeah, finish it up.
Are
But
you gonna study some more?
I'll think about it. And like she has been okay. At least okay. I figured out why my teacher hasn't been there for like Monday and Wednesday. Well,
Go
today
on. Go on.
she's at my teacher's at Miss Russell's at a training at Virginia Beach,
Okay.
which that just
But that doesn't leave you. Well, like I said, that doesn't leave you an excuse to not do well.
I know I'm not saying I shouldn't do well. I'm saying the benchmark should be postponed because we didn't really get any like we didn't do a review game or anything
Is she
today.
supposed to key online?
She wasn't even here Monday or Wednesday. How
That
was she
doesn't mean she
supposed to?
can't post a key. Well, did you check to see if it's there?
I'm not talking about the key. I finished it.
You finished the benchmark review?
Did I just say that?
Okay.
You s- I thought you said those don't work.
What doesn't work?
Those earbuds that you threw at me yesterday.
What your oh the blue ones?
I thought you said those don't work.
They do work. They're just a little bit jacked up.
I have headphones and I have headphones and I have a Beats aux cord, so I'm not jealous of anything.
Okay. Well, go do whatever you're doing, cause as you can see, I'm trying to get this done.
I don't have to do anything tomorrow, so I can just bring my Switch and play it and play all day.
Yeah, I'll just look over that benchmark review. Go.
You're not my man.
I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Christian. Sheesh. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, he got hooked on heroin. He left his band. He left his band, and mm, Helen. I guess they randomly met up with each other, and she brought him into his home and gave him a coat, fed him, and took care of him. She revived his career. She um, saved his life. It's very sad that the relationship at the end that way. Because he was kind of cheating on her a little bit. But she was a very headstrong woman. She's not here today anymore though. She passed away back in '96. Yeah, and the gun that she used is the gun that he gave him. Yeah, it was a good documentary though. It's on Netflix also. But I probably shouldn't spoil it for you, cause you know I don't usually like doing spoiler reviews. I guess a good summary will be good enough. But yeah, she helped him get out of the drug culture and get him out of the help him relieve his stress, got him rehab. She really cleaned him up, and she's much older than him too. When him and her when Lee Morgan and Helen got married, he was young. Like he was a lot younger than she was. She came. She grew up in the in North Carolina. She's from North Carolina. She's from Wilmington, and Lee Morgan is from Philly, and they both lived a tough life, of course. You know, a lot of Lee Morgan's friends and band And bandmates, a lot of them were pissed, and a lot of them wanted to get wanted to tear Helen's head off. I mean, not really put it that way, but like they wanted to get rid of business. Yeah, she was. And she was very loyal to him too. She was very loyal. Yeah. And also another something tragic happened to well not really tragic, but like something terrible happened to Lee Morgan before like he died and before he fell victim to heroin. He actually I think he fell and hit his head on a radiator and it burned like the side of his head, like the back of his head, and left a huge hole in like looks like a huge hole in his head, and he had like put a bandage around it to like cover it. But he lived a tough life. But yeah, check it out. The Jam Master J one that I watched, Run DMC. I don't even know what to say about that one, man. It was, of course, it was good. It just pissed off. Still nobody knows who killed him. You know, one of the greatest DJs of all. What can I say? He's one of the greatest DJs of all time. Straight from the, straight from the heart of Queens. You know, very peaceful. Always giving to the needy. You know what I'm saying? He's just very humble. That's what I admired the most about Jam Master Jay. He was very humble, and a lot of brothers in that documentary were pissed. Now, all those brothers out that were close friends of his were pissed. The police are covering up. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's trying to figure out who killed him. And there were a lot of them were saying that people are either afraid to confess about who killed him, or they're probably or I think they said they probably had something to do with it, or something like that. I gotta go back and check. It's been about a month since I've seen that. Peace and love, Sister Lisa. How you doing, Queen? Peace and blessings. So you ran the 800 meters, huh, Vonda? friend of mine runs. He runs the 800, but he's faster than me. But he runs short distance, mid distance, and long distance. He's a long distance sprinter. He's a long distance sprinter, but he can pretty much run. He can run short distance, and he can run like the 800. Also, he claims that he's a descendant of Nat Turner. Yeah, he's his mom is from his mom is from the Virgin Islands. Um, oh, you're a descendant of Nat Turner too. That's what's up. Well, you know what? Nat Turner's from Virginia. Hell, I might be a descendant of Nat Turner. Who knows? I might be a descendant of Nat Turner. And not only that, he also claims that he's Michael that he's MJ's that he's one of MJ's second cousins. Yeah. And he goes to my school. Him and I are both on track team as you probably already know now. But yeah, he claims that he's a descendant of Nat Turner and a second cousin of Michael Jackson. At first I was like, no, you know you're not. Then I was thinking, well, wait a minute. If he says he is, then he is. I mean, he probably is. You know, even though that he's of, I guess you would say, of Virgin Island descent, and his dad's Black American. Even though the Virgin Islands is a U.S. territory, but whatever. Fuck the U.S. Even though he's of Virgin Island descent, I mean his dad's black. His dad's Black American, and his name is Bryson. I've known Bryson since I was in fifth grade. You know, that was when I first started playing football. Him and I played on the same little league team when I first started. It was a league for fifth graders and sixth graders. So him and I have known each other ever since. Now we're both seniors in high school. We've known each other since 2011. What a history, man. What a history. And him and I clown each other all the time. We always clown. We talk about each other's heads. We call each other extraterrestrials. We call each you know, he calls me big head. You know, he's wild. He says that I suck at track. He says that I suck at this, I suck at that. I tell him that also, we're always going at it, like two brothers, you know what I'm saying? And he's always, acting like he's the GOAT. I don't blame him. I tell him, yo, bro, do your thing, man. Like whenever we're doing like warm up laps or just like is doing like a similar workout. He always wants to be first. You know. But yeah, that's what's up. You're a descendant of Nat Turner, also found that. Wow. Hmm. See, I would believe you and Bryson that you're a descendant of Nat Turner before I would sit up here and believe that um, Umar Johnson is a descendant of Frederick Douglass. That's a story for another day. But I know he's a descendant of it. You're not sure. But hey, if you are, I will believe you before I believe him. I mean, it is said that he's probably a descendant of Frederick Douglass' second wife, something like that. Whatever. But yeah, okay. So you said you're not sure. Hmm. What else did I watch? Oh, the one about, yeah, I'm doing homework. I'm doing this chemistry stuff. So after I watched the Bob Marley movie, I watched a documentary about one of the most famous, one of the best record labels that we have, and that's Organized Noise. Well, that's not really a record. It's not a record label, but it's a group of producers straight from Atlanta. You had Sleepy and these other dudes, and they all of them. What's good, skinny boy? How you doing, bro? Yeah, and all of them they helped build up the careers of Outkast and Goody Mob. You know, and they had their own sound. They created their own sound. They didn't use any samples. They didn't use any. Um, they didn't use any that they used live instruments. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the sub too, skinny boy. I see that a lot more people are starting to become more. Are starting to notice this channel a lot more. I mean, hey, I'm perfectly fine with my channel being small though. I like keeping it small. But yeah, that was a good one too. And yes, Organized Noise is still in business. Now they're working with now they're working with these new ass now they're working with these new ass scrubs, you know, the futures, the mother. Hey sweetie, how you doing? Good to see you all here. Man, that's just the list of documentaries that y'all should check out. Documentaries about black musicians, producers, DJs, just musicians in general from our community. You saw that one too? Yeah, I did. I watched that one too. I was I was pissed. I was thrilled. I was pissed. Yeah, I was. And we all know why. We all know why they killed him. I'm not even gonna get into why they killed him because we know why he was killed. I mean, it's not a coincidence. You know, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's like we know how these devils always um, neutralize our and try to whitewash our music because all music is our music. You know what I'm saying? We created all music, and that includes country too. But again, that's a story for another day. Or like, yeah, it's like you sitting up here, you're saying that it was conspiracy, and you're not even flinching. It's like none of y'all have any compassion or remorse about it. Like I don't hear any anger. If I was on there, I would be pissed, hot pissed. Like, come on, bro. Like, how do we know that his punk ass manager didn't um orchestrate that killing of him, or the FBI or the CIA? And another 50 cities, who else the government will reveal? Man, the Jimi Hendrix one pissed me off. The the Bob Marley one pissed me off. The Jam Master Jay one pissed me off. Yeah. The Sam Cooke one and the all the remastered ones on Bob Marley, Jam Master Jay, and Sam Cooke. Those were depressing. Very. Yeah, the Bob Marley one. I couldn't do it, man. I finished it all. I finished all three of them, but I was heated, man. Yeah, white supremacy is global. Yeah, definitely. And like we said before, that German doctor that died on his deathbed is the one that killed him, and he admit that he killed Bob Marley, and then turn around and he also claimed, "Oh, I was a big fan of him. I was a big fan of him." If you were such a big fan of him, why the hell did you kill him? Yeah, white supremacy is global, but white supremacy is shooting itself on the foot. It's getting destroyed right in front of our eyes. That's a good point, sweet tea. It doesn't. Really doesn't. Let me just question that real quick. Yeah, industry slaves. That's what all the celebrities in our community have become. Industry slaves, and they're enjoying it too, and don't even realize it that they are enjoying it. Now I will give a shout out to, and I know some of y'all probably want to come for my neck when I say this. Did you watch the HBO show LeBron and his guest barbershop? No, I didn't see that. I don't think I've even heard of that one. I don't think I heard of that one. Yeah, LeBron is LeBron should know better, man. Yeah, man, it's been a long ass week. It's only Wednesday too. I got three more. I got three more workouts this week. I'm kind of disappointed about the way I ran my 200s today, man. Feel like I could have done better, but problem was I didn't have no freaking running shoes. Disadvantage, man. Oh yeah. Before y'all even mention it, what's been going on? What's been going on in these YouTube streets? Cause I know somebody's beefing with somebody. I don't even want to. You know what? Let's not even talk about that. What's been going on? What's been going on in these YouTube streets, man? What's been popping? Yeah, slow week. So yeah, what's been popping, man? Are brothers and sisters holding it down? Are they being peaceful? Are they at peace? Is everybody being positive or what? Cause like all this drama and beef is really consuming a lot of time, especially for me, on actually watching people regular content, not live stream, but like their regular videos. Cause it's always somebody talking shit about somebody else. Like, yo, just let it go. Just leave it alone. Just walk away from it, man. You don't have to engage a war of in a war of shots at with another brother or sister, man. It's like it's tribalism BS and stop. And then you had this whole ADOS thing, and oh shit, here they come. That shit's gonna get infiltrated, man. I'm sorry. It's gonna get infiltrated. I'm sorry, but I'm in support of it, but that's just gonna get infiltrated. Cause some of y'all who are part of the ADOS movement, some of y'all are waving an American flag, and I'm like, I'm not taking you seriously. What the hell would I take you seriously for? You're waving an American flag. You're waving a flag that symbolizes our death and oppression. Why the fuck would I glorify that? The fuck out of here. Like, bro, you're carrying the same flag that symbolizes our that celebrates our slavery and our genocide, and yet you're giving praise, and yet you're calling yourself ADOS, and you're carrying around that flag. And I'm not talking about all of you. I'm not talking about all of you, but a handful of you are doing that stupid nonsense, man. Drama here and there in the streets. Yeah. Well, as far as I know one of Nyla, one of Nyla's mods is kind of is has been kind of taking shots at what's gonna call it, been taking shots at Taz and Nyla. I'm not even gonna mention name. Oh yeah, Shalawam King Shakur Yahuwah. Peace and love. But yeah, I'm not gonna mention his name. But I saw he made a couple of videos dissing Taz and dissing Nyla. But you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it, man. I just want to see how people get together and unite globally, man. And I will be in. That's one of my main goals is travel across the whole diaspora and of course travel back to the motherland and try to build our people up and try to number one teach our people our history that we've lost, that's being hidden from us, and start investing in a lot of these places and build schools, just bringing our people together, uniting them globally, man. That's what we need, man. I feel like in order for ADOS to really, 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 really work, we gonna need support. We gonna need to unite with um with melanated people from other countries. You're just gonna have to do it. Yeah, me too, Vonda. But after listening to what this I won't say it, to what this elder brother has been teaching, honestly, I wouldn't go to Africa without a couple of with a couple of foot soldiers. Because he said he wouldn't go to Africa without he wouldn't go anywhere in Africa without a military. Like he said he wouldn't go there for a tour. He wouldn't go there to go sightseeing. He wants to or to go to a festival. He wants to go there. He wants to go straight to the ports, and he wants to go straight to all the mines where all these colonizers have been exploiting our resources, and he wants to get them the hell out. And I'm like, yo, I'm with you on that. And he also said that if he were to visit anywhere in Africa right now, he wouldn't go to West Africa. He would want to go. He wouldn't even want to go to. He definitely wouldn't go to North Africa, and he wouldn't even go to. He wouldn't go to Southern Africa, but for real, he said that he would go to East Africa. and he would want to unite Kenya and Ethiopia and Uganda and Tanzania as one country and get rid of Islam and Christianity. I mean, that really gave me something to think about because that would be the first place in Al Capelam that I would visit East Africa. But yeah, man, I'm tired of the tribalism and the I don't really want to call it xenophobia. I would just want to. It really, for real, it is xenophobia. I just want. I don't want. I wouldn't call it xenophobia because yeah, he would need to do that on the low level. He also said that the only real leader that we have is himself and Julius Malema. Now, as we all know, it's time to be our own leaders, but like he does have a point in saying like that Julius Malema is one of the only it's like one of the only he's one of the only black leaders that are really stepping up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I hope he wins because he's running from the president of South Africa in May. I hope he wins in May. So if any of y'all have any South African friends, please encourage them to vote for Julius Malema and get him in office because that would be so sweet, man. Yeah, and the brother that I'm talking about, his name is Pharaoh. Said that, man. I've been watching his channel a lot lately, man. He's about that life, man. He's been putting in that work since he was 21. He's a comedic spaceman. He's a comedic Rasta. That's a story for another day too. But he has a good ass channel. He talks about it all. How we're gonna be liberated, Africa for Africans, Africans uniting globally, going vegan. He actually created his own vegan website called Vegan Intel. He talks a lot about like problems in Chicago, what the real deal is in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He talks about it all, and he's a true historian too, man. Like he's well versed in our history, very well versed, and he's raw and he's like he's old school. You know, he's old school to the core. He's and he ain't afraid to he ain't afraid to go ham on anybody. He ain't afraid of nobody. Yeah, we were meant to be vegan. I'm on my journey to going vegan right now. I stopped eating pork. I stopped eating beef, and I stopped eating a lot of seafood. The only seafood that I really eat now is I shouldn't be eating shrimp either. I stopped eating crab. I stopped eating crustaceans. Only thing that I need to get rid of is poultry, chicken and turkey, because turkey is part of the turkeys are actually vultures. They're part of the vulture family, so they have all that guts in them, and But yeah, I'm almost there, and I also got to get rid of dairy products. That means no more cheese, no more yogurt, no more milk. If anything, if I'm gonna drink milk, I'm gonna drink almond milk. But yeah, I've been eating a whole lot of fruits though. Like I love mangoes. Mangoes are my favorite fruit. Um, Bananas, pineapples, oranges, blueberries, apples, strawberries. You know, just about anything. But yeah, you're right, Vonna. We were meant to be vegan. Hell, I had to stop eating gummy bears because I found out that gummy bears, um, I found out gummy bears have chitlins in them, and I was like, no, no, because that was one of my favorite candy, man. Man, gummy bears, man. But yeah, that was one of the greatest things I did was cutting out pork and cutting out beef. That means I have to give up Jamaican beef patties. I gotta give up Jamaican beef patties. I gotta give up burgers. The only burgers that I'm really gonna be eating from now on until I go full out until I go vegan period is turkey burgers. LOL. Thanks, Vonda. Pescatarian, trying to transition to vegan, cut out dairy. That's what's up, Vonda. Shit, now it's allergy season. It's a lot of be prepared for a lot of sneezing and a lot of eye rubbing. Freaking allergies, man. Oh yeah, and pardon my poor handwriting. Don't judge. Hey Zaya, how you doing? How you doing, sis? Good. Just got home from my track workout. Thank you. I didn't come. I didn't end up with a Charlie horse. Hate those. That's good. Yeah, me too. Doing hurt. That's why you gotta make sure you drink a lot of water. Vonda, you're not old. Stop. You're not old. You are. Vonda, you're young. You ain't old. I tell my mom that all the time. You're not old, mom. You are 44 years young. I get them all over. I get them in my hammy. Well, that's dang. That's those hurt. I get them in my hammy, my thighs, my feet, my calves, my arms. Hell, even my back. They hurt, man. That's why you gotta make sure you stretch a lot too, and eat bananas are good for that too. Yep, young at heart, Vonda. You ain't old. A lot of people say that I'm old because of the way I think, and the yeah, a lot of people say that I'm old because of the way I think and the music I listen to, and the customs that I stand on, even though I violate them as sometimes, confession. Yeah, I used to when I was younger. I used to watch a little bit of porn. I used to watch porn. I used to watch a little bit of twerk videos. I did my little guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying? I actually did watch a few twerk videos just recently, but I moved past it. You know, I moved past it. I had one. I had one, but not anymore. It was just like a once in a blue moon thing. I used to have a pretty bad one, but I learned to grow out of it. Kind of. I learned to grow out of it. And yes, they were all sisters. There was no K Becky's, whatever. They were all black women I was looking at. Plain and simple. Not that it makes it better, but not that it makes it any better, but still. Well, it does make it better, of course, because, but yeah, that's a contradiction that I really, that's a contradiction that I always wanted to get rid of. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Andre, it's not that big of a deal. You're a teenager. You got hormones. You're gonna end up looking at, stuff like that at times. And I'm like, bro, this is not a good look on me. Like, I need to change this fast while I'm young. Can't be looking at no goddamn porn, nothing promiscuous, and glorifying that man. I mean, yes, our sisters have beautiful bodies and whatnot, but look, man, I'm not even gonna talk about it all, man. Cause when I was younger, shit, I even looked at. When I was younger, I used to look at, you know, I used to look at porn of, and this was before I became woke and whatnot. So don't get twisted. When I was younger, I used to watch porn of even white bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when I was really, that was when I was really fucked up in mind. Even when I was in middle school, I did that shit. And I was like, what the hell am I doing looking at these nasty ass whores, man? And even when I was looking at them, I mean, they never did anything for me, but like, I was doing it because I was like trying to fit in with my other friends, and I was like, you know what? After after my freshman year in high school, I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm off this. So yeah, but I'm glad that my parents got me out of it. Got me out of it. I'm glad that hip hop got me out of it, and me being conscious got me out of it. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever do, well, I won't. But if I ever do catch myself watching porn or watching twerk videos, whatever, it's gonna be strictly black women, of course, because those were the majority of videos I watch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But before my sophomore year, I was all the way fucked up. You know. And I was becoming conscious, but I was still, I was still, kind of colonized. You know what I'm saying? I was still indoctrinated with promiscuity. So yeah, that's my confession, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yes, when I was in eighth grade, I don't even know why the fuck I did this. When I was in eighth grade, I did watch Kim Kardashian's sex tape with Ray J. That was when I was in eighth grade. Yes, I did some stupid ass shit when I was younger. I did some cool ass shit when I was younger, man. I was ignorant as hell. And around that time, I was listening to old school hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing so much coon ass shit, and I was like, but you know what? I really wanted to get out of it. I love my people dearly, but I was just like, it was people that I surrounded myself with that put me in that dark corner and put me in that Luciferian, you know, thing. Everybody seen that video? Thank God. Thank God I'm not that guilty. Well, I am. I was, but yeah, man, that's one of my confessions. Yeah, and I told my mom about it. My dad found out. Yeah, it's one. I just want to put that out there, just so everybody knows, because I don't want no motherfuckers going in my history and saying, "Whoa, Andre, you talking about all this and then you did that too." Like, well, this is my disclaimer. This is my confession. You see, yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing either, so. But yeah, man, I mean, thank the Most High that I got out of it. It was boring. That's why I didn't finish the whole thing. It was boring as hell and disgusting. But yet, eighth graders have done crazy things. Again, I'm just glad I didn't finish it. Because black women have always been my first love, period. Even when I said Hispanic, I wasn't talking about like your ideal Hispanic. When I said it, I love Hispanic, I was talking about black women that are Hispanic, Afro Latinas. That was my main preference before. There's not even a need to even do that because I love black women. Period. You know what I'm saying? Since the day I was born. Damn right. So yeah, that old Andre of trying to fit in and trying to be like everyone else and trying to look at all these negative stuff and look at all these negative images of our people being used as basically sex slaves. That's what the porn industry is. You know what I'm saying? It's us being used as sex slaves. All that shit's done. Yeah. My life from seventh grade to ninth grade was a rough period, man. That was a dark period for me, man. That was not a very fun time for me. It was a dark period. Yeah, it drew me in. It drew me in so much that I was looking at that when I was younger, I was looking at interracial porn. And I was like, oh God, now this is a problem. Now I'm looking at now I'm looking at these white bitches. I'm looking at interracial porn. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of this, man. What the hell am I doing? Like, I'm well on my way to ruining my life looking at this shit. I'm contradicting myself right now. So you know what? Fuck this. Fuck you porn motherfuckers, man. But yeah, that was quite a journey. It was quite a journey. You know what I need to do? I ain't even know how to mod some of y'all, man. Yeah, girls do watch porn. I have friends that still watch it. They say they don't, but I know they do. They're playing with me. They do watch porn. Hell, there's people there's people on here that I'm following that watch it. Yeah, yeah. I saw they talk about being a version of Zaya. He said you wish you were still a virgin. Hey, I mean, I'm still a virgin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm young, so what the hell? What am I talking about? But like, there's kids my age, and especially there's kids my age that are still. Now, I was responding to a comment that you made earlier when you said that you wish you were still a virgin. I was saying like I hear that. Yeah. And then I was saying I'm a virgin myself. Yep. he even so he said he's been celibate for a year now. I've spoken to a few people who are celibate too. You were once celibate for 3 years. exhausted, man. In the nation's capital. Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep soon. Time is 11:44. Yeah. Yeah, might wrap this up real quick. Hold on. Y'all got any last words before I wrap this up, man? Good night to you too, Isaiah. Yeah, stay safe out there. Peace and blessings. Black Power. 8:44. You on the West Coast? Oh yeah, both of y'all on the West Coast. All right, good night, y'all, man. Peace and blessings. Vegas. Yeah, peace out, y'all.